Hi guys, this is Namkraftvn and welcome to the Decisive Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be PSL Season 1, Round 1. I'm not very excited about this tournament. It does not really have that many good players, but we do have two good players playing the finals. It is going to be Snow versus Royal. That's right, best of 5. The first game is going to be played on the map Radeon. And let me just quickly grab the map stats for you. Here it is. This is the map stats. So as you can see, Radeon enjoys a 41% win rate for Terran. So I guess that means that our friend here, Royal, is going to have a slight advantage going into the next part of the game. But slight, ever slight, so tiny, puny, little microscopic advantage. Looks like Stove's going to be located at the top right of the screen. He's going to be going for cross-map scouting, and his enemy is going to be located at bottom right of the screen, going for, I guess, nothing out of the ordinary. Looks like Snow is going to be getting ready to go for fast expansion after he makes a Zealot, or maybe before he makes a Zealot. He doesn't find his enemy at the bottom left, and that's going to be disheartening for him because he doesn't want to go for that gas. He wants to kind of go and, you know, just go and take up very, very quickly, expand very, very quickly here, but he's forced to gonna be going for that early gas and going for the first, maybe the first Zealot. Looks like this SCV, we need to get attacked by the probe. The probe is looking forward to that. Okay, he's gonna be hiding the core in the corner. This is interesting. How the heck does that make any kind of difference whatsoever? I don't know. If it was me, I would like even just separate the core out even further. You know, keep the core all the way towards the right side, or keep the core all the way towards the left side to kind of have more vision in case there's going to be a drop in the future, because this map is kind of drop prone as well. As you can see, there's a big area you can kind of exploit when, for example, the dropship and the shadow goes by. Anyways, the first Zealot is out. Radeon is that map where you have rather a wide ramp. Yeah, so a single marine would not be able to hold here. Looks like SV is very far from discovering where his enemy is located, so he is gonna have to take another round towards the top right. The SCV is gonna get chased around by the probe. The probe is looking for that SCV. The Zelle is gonna get on high ground. There's gonna be a single marine only. Looks like that marine has been damaged from before the second marine is out. There's gonna be a vulture, so this Zelle is toasted. But before that, it's gonna be able to do some damage. Looks like he's gonna turn around. Looks like the probe is gonna catch the SCV. This is the primary objective of the probe. The SCV takes a couple of hits, 40 out of 60 HP, so he will need 8 more hits to probe if he wish to attack the SCV. Looks like the SCV is gonna possibly return home. He's gonna dance around a bit, but one more hit, and there's gonna be a Dragoon coming out. If Snow can deny his enemy from scouting that he has expanded, he's kind of won something, I think. Anyways, the vulture is out, and we're gonna be having a bunker coming up. Looks like the Dragoon is gonna get on the high ground. SCV is trying very hard to stop. We need to stop it before the probe. We need to hold. Looks like the probe is there to get a shot off, and the base is scouted, but nothing on the high ground. Snow is gonna expand slightly later than Royal. Royal's already out there with a single vulture, and the Xenon and Dragoon's gonna head that way. We do have another Dragoon coming out, so this vulture will not be able to block, but it might be able to play a mine at the third base if it wishes to stay there a little bit longer. Before that, Snow is gonna make sure his enemy has put down a bunker, and indeed the bunker is spotted, so he's gonna back up. He will check for the what? Okay, I guess he does see the SV, you know, mining the minerals afterwards, so that's fine. Anyways, we're gonna be having a single Dragoon chasing this vulture away. The vulture's been damaged. Now the question is not actually for the vulture to get in the main. The vulture, we need to actually see if there's an expansion somewhere or a place to expand. It's gonna be a double gateway and a single robo. This signals to me that he's gonna be going for fast observers. That is gonna be one of the reasons why he's going for double gateway instead of single gateway. Usually, if you're going to be going for fast reaver, you would just go for single gateway, because all of the minerals will get, you know, spent by that, you know, building a shadow and building a reaver. So that's that. Anyways, looks like Dragoons need to be in the, you know, on the lookout for that vulture. The vulture's running around. He's looking for some kind of hidden bases. Of course, in this high-level games, we rarely see a hidden base, but sometimes we do. So that's something that we need to keep in mind. Usually, it's going to be the Terran player who goes for the hidden base, but this time around, you know, it looks like Roger is very fearful of that. Okay, this is going to be reavers first. Interesting. Do I approve of this build? I guess Reaver first is good if his enemy is gonna be going for fast aggression, but that's not gonna be the case. Looks like Royo just sitting at home and he's gonna be going for a single factory with Engineering Bay. So interesting, but anyways, we do have an expansion. The Vulture's gonna try to lay a mine, but the Dragoon is there to stop it. This Vulture's gonna have to back up. By the way, the game has not heated up, so let me take this chance to give you some stats here. So first of all, in terms of the ELO scores, here are the ELO scores of the players, top 10 of the ELO board. We do not see Royo, we do not see Snow. The lowest ranking is Barracks at 1303, and Snow is 1248. So I guess he's in the top 20, maybe 25. I don't know. And in terms of the win rate, against Terran, Snow has got a 50% win rate, flat 50 out of 66 games. And for Royo against Protoss, has got a 49% win rate, so very much even win rates between these two players. That's nice. Anyways, look at what Royo's building. He's building only tanks. He's building only tank. That means he's gearing up for a mid-game push. He would just, reinforce his tank count with, a lot of vultures and Goliath later. And he's gonna be going for that. Oh my god, this is rushing into arbiters. This is a build to rush into. This is what I dubbed the Bisu build 2024. Of course, in the old days, Bisu doesn't go for this build. But in 2024, he's the only guy who goes for it. Anyways, Shadow arrives. He needs to find the angle of attack. There's gonna be triple time as he lay a Reaver. He's gonna be looking for an opening. There is a dropship, and he's pushed back. Yeah, so this is the same build that Flash used against another Protoss player. I'm not so sure exactly who, I forgot. And the Shadow took some hit, and he's gonna have to back up now. Is Shadow speed being researched? I don't know, because Snow need to take the hints that his enemies make only tanks. His enemies make only tanks, and we will have the Vulture coming out in the third base, and we do have, I think, a probe there. That probe's gonna get sniped. That's unfortunate. The Vulture's gonna lay a mine. No, not yet. It doesn't lay a mine, but that's really, really good because Snow doesn't need his observer to return home. He's gonna use his observer to travel out here and go for an expansion. I guess he would not expand Snow. Will he expand? Because doesn't he need all of the minerals for that quick arbiter? I don't know. Okay, the observer is almost dead, but it's not fully dead. He wants to count how many factories do you have. He wants to count, yeah, because he doesn't want to get flanked. Like, he doesn't want to get surprised with a huge amount of factory. And indeed, there is going to be very few factories. From Royo is going to be going for that upgrade heavy and going for starport as well. This one Vulture is going to get damaged. That's fine. Yeah, fast science facility, interesting build from Royo. So I guess if Snow expands now, he's fine, but he doesn't know that, or maybe he's too fearful, and he's gonna be sitting back and waiting for his arbiter to actually start to produce before he expand. He's gonna be going for massive gateway out of two base. Okay, what's happening here? Why are there so many probes? That's a lot of probes. Oh my god. And now I think Snow eventually at some point he will realize that he's put the rally point from his expansion, from his main to his expansion. He will return. A little bit of a slip up with the mouse. By the way, the games are played offline, so there's a real place where players sit down and drink a coffee and play the game. So okay, that's gonna be an expansion. You need to expand now. Snow has always kept his minerals above 400, but he has not expanded. And +1 is done on the tank, so Royo is looking very, very strong. Looks like Royo scanned and he doesn't see the tech at the bottom side. He actually doesn't even see the core. That's how funny it is, because the core is completely hidden. That leaves a lot of room for actually expanding into carriers later. So I guess Snow is floating minerals, but he's not expanding. He's not expanding. There's gonna be a drop here coming from Royo. Of course, this drop is actually an overkill because there are only 2 bases. And there are Dragoons everywhere. Anyways, looks like finally Snow's gonna take the 12 o'clock position. That base is gonna be slightly on the high ground, which is good. Finally, he expands. And he will cover up the pylon, but he's gonna have to be fearful of the drop here. The starport is way hidden. There's no way for Snow to actually spot that starport. So that's what we have in store for us here. This Vulture is gonna die. The dropship is gonna arrive. So there's an observer's trail in this area, which is nice. The dropship flies right through, and we do have some Dragoons in position, and he's gonna have to. Okay, where's he going? He's gonna check for the expansion. He's gonna see the observer, and probes will need to run a single Dragoon, and 3 Zealot is here. Is it gonna be a tank drop or Vulture drop? The probes are not gonna be in position. Dragoons is kind of getting trapped. We might have a mine being late here. Looks like the last minute the dropship's gonna back out. Just losing a single probe is good for Snow, and we do have the arbiters coming out now. So the game is gonna be gearing up to the late game scenario over here. We're at the 10-minute, almost 11-minute mark of the game, and arbiter is gonna be coming out, and he's gonna be looking for that stasis or recall. At least it's too soon to call at this early stage of the game. Looks like the dropship is hanging out and waiting to come back in for a drop. Looks like another base gets set up by Snow. He's got double bases now. He needs to actually have some cannons up at several locations, because right now he could be dropped any moment. The bulk of his forces have moved out. Yeah, he's moved out and stayed in the middle of the map, and there's gonna be a single cannon here, and there possibly is a Dragoon there as well. So this drop will not be able to do any kind of damage unless Royal decides to drop all the way inside the main. There's gonna be a Xehanort attacking with Arbiter before turrets are gonna get set up. There's gonna be a mine. The Arbiter is gonna have to fall back. Some Xehanorts are gonna be testing the waters here, but good defense from. Okay, this shuttle is gonna land something. No, this is not gonna drop anything at all. Anyways, 4 base Protoss. This is 3 base Terran, which is nice. Probe's gonna get transferred towards the various bases on the map. Do we have at some point recall? Recall would be nice. Of course, the way that Radeon is playing out, it's kind of very hard, I think, to recall, because the main is covered by the expansion and the third base. So it's kind of hard to recall. You need to. It's gonna be better to recall to the third base, or maybe recall to the expansion before you recall to the main. Excuse me. There's gonna be core spinning. So like I said, the possibility of switching into carriers is out there, and this is what Snow is gonna be going for. He's going to be building a second Stargate in the place that is least expected. Now, where is he going to be building his? Where is he building his fleet beacon? That's going to be the question. There's not many places you can build the fleet beacon that cannot get scouted. So we'll keep that in mind. Okay, there's the fleet beacon. He builds it closer towards the core, yeah, because in the moment the score gets discovered, so does the fleet beacon. So might as well just go and hide it there. Anyways, a lot of factories going up, and Royo is not in a hurry to move out. He's going for the typical flash build, which is just a lot of defense, a lot of turtling, and not even trying to move out. And we're having a recall. This is a fake recall. What is he looking for? He's got 150. He's gonna drop something here. He's gonna drop. No, he's saving his energy. I think this is a fake recall. I totally think this is a fake recall. He has some energy for it, but he's gonna just buy time, and he's gonna try to make sure his enemy stays home. That is the purpose of that arbiter flying around. He wants to make sure his enemy stays home and mine up the main and have everything. Okay, finally now we see the second Stargate. He doesn't. Okay, he sees the second Stargate, but he doesn't see the rest of the infrastructure. He thinks it's gonna be a double Stargate arbiter build. And this is genius from Snow. He might go in here for an attack. He's looking for the angle. This one has enough energy, but he's gonna back up now, and one Dragoon has got melted. We are at the 30-minute mark of the game. 177 supply for Snow. Royo 171. Another base gets set up. Maybe 2 more bases we get set up for Snow at the bottom top left. He actually get some gateway out, and Royo's gonna get maxed out soon. Finally, we see the nice scan to review the situation. We do have the first carrier being morphed right now. Created rather warped or morphed or created or constructed, whatever. Produced, and so it's gonna be a long while until Snow can actually have some some carriers ready. Do we have that? Okay, that turret will fall or cancelled, and yeah, Royo is gonna have a scary army to move out, and the fact that you're gonna be going for carriers means that you will not have arbiters. Snow is playing without without Templars. He's playing without Templars, guys. He needs to hold. He needs to hold with a stasis or something. He's gonna try the stasis. A huge. Okay, he stasis. This is a defensive stasis. This is not an offensive stasis. Actually, not looking forward to attack, guys. He's gonna just slow down the Terran army while he get more forces and get his carriers out and saturate his top left. He can actually get some saturation on the top left side. And oh my God, so many vultures gonna get massacred here. If he can get a lot of buildings up here, some gateways, some pylon blocking, and start to transfer probes to that side, then he's gonna have a chance to kind of. Okay, looks like the Reavers need to get picked up. That's a nice Reaver shot. He's gonna try to kill out the one tank. Okay, one from forward tank has died. The Reaver's gonna get picked up here, unless, and another nice recall. Excuse me, nice stasis to slow down the advancements of the tanks. He's gonna lay another Reaver here, and Probe's gonna get transferred, maxed out. He's gonna get deployed by both the players here. The carriers gonna start to produce here triple Stargate carriers, and the tanks are taking such a long time to go out of stasis. They're kind of getting very slow here. Another Reaver shot, abusing the fact that he's got nice cover of the Arbiter spell here. Zelle need to pull back. We might have some attack. Looks like at the last minute, Snow pulls back. 15-minute mark of the game. Snow 184 supply. Royal maxed out. Another beautiful stasis just to buy time. And expanding towards the bottom left. Wow, he's making sure to stretch the Terran out like a freaking spandex on a soccer field. And we're gonna be having what now? Looks like just completely jogging for position. Snow is still not yet maxed out. He's just waiting for his carriers to kind of finish the construction. Okay, looks like he used all of the remaining side for the carriers. He just put into this the queue of 3 more carriers. Okay, this base is gonna get cancelled. Maybe Dragoon's gonna get on high ground, snipe the base. He sniped the SCVs first, and now he's gonna be on high ground. SCVs are stopping and attacking Dragoons. He's gonna be wasting 4 Dragoons for the cost of what? He needs to pull all the way into the corner. He's trying to snipe something. He's gonna try to snipe some SCVs. He's gonna try to snipe some SCVs building something, and at least, okay, he's gonna be able to slow down the SCV a little bit. But now 5 carriers are on the move, and I think they have +1 weapons maybe. Zealot's gonna have to attack here. One single Zealot just coming out to drive. Okay, we have something in the shadow. What is that? Just a couple of Reavers, and looks like Force is gonna get pushed back. Reavers need to do some shots. That isn't such a bad shot. The shadow is gonna get targeted upon, but Reavers doing some great shot. He's gonna try to maximize the damage here and go and hide in the corner once again. That is gonna be another beautiful shot to attack the Goliaths. And we have a hidden base at the bottom left. Don't forget about that. That is a complete hidden base. Like, that is not a revealed base at all. Roy doesn't know that base even exists, guys. He thinks that his enemies only got the top left. And we're gonna be having Science Vessels doing a nice EMP on those carrier. One nice D-Matrix on the tank, but one forward tank is gonna get destroyed. This is a scary push from Royal. He's okay. High Templar coming out and getting sniped. Carries need to attack. He doesn't have enough energy for anything. So he's gonna pull back, kill the Science Vessels. He get 1 Science Vessels. He's gonna get, okay, finally this base is gonna get discovered. What is it? We're gonna be having 4 tanks on this side, and this is a mistake to have those naked tanks out here in the open field, and those tanks are gonna fall very, very quickly, and this base is saved. Losing 4 tanks for free is not good. He's attacking this base, but there's gonna be another carrier in the back. Snow needs to pull his carrier back. He's gonna lose a carrier, pull the carrier back. He doesn't pull back the carrier, and he loses that carriers, and that's a little bit unfortunate. But looks like Snow's gonna be cleaning out this other base and destroying the tanks. EMP needs to get deployed at some point. Arbiters are not in the area. I'm not so sure where the Arbiters are. Maybe they all died. I'm not so sure. But anyways, if I was Snow, I would hide one of the Arbiters somewhere in the corner. And now there are 8 carriers. Supply-wise, Snow is 167, Roy 176. The bottom left of the base is gonna saturate now. Destroy the Science Vessels before I can actually cast an EMP. He's gonna take out. So that's the 2 Science Vessels destroyed, and this base gets saved. The base at the 230 gets saved, and there's no way. Maybe Roy can try to reinforce. He's making only Goliaths. He's going for only Goliaths, guys. He's almost mined out, and the carrier is gonna try to attack some of the natural buildings to get all of the interceptor out. Go for the tank on the ridges, man. Go for the tank on the ridges. He's not yet attacking. He's waiting. Okay, we have a nice recall. Like I said, you need to hide your Arbiters when you switch into carriers, because that's going to be allowing you to do this kind of recall to drive your enemy's forces back, and this is genius move from Snow. He's going to pick up the tanks one by one, and he's look at this, man. Look like Royo's attention is completely occupied by the 6 o'clock position. He's forgotten about his main army getting shattered to pieces by the carriers. Double attack, and now I guess Royo can take out 1 base, but losing the entire army outside of Snow's expansion, and losing the 6 o'clock base is going to be a problem. Carriers going to get focused upon, but they get saved at the last minute. No, they're very close to dying. Very close. Nice scan, but at the last minute, Xenot come out to reinforce, and 1 Arbiter, what carriers might fall? No, we still have 3 Goliaths remaining, and all of the Goliaths gonna get destroyed here. That's gonna be so unfortunate. One Goliath is dead. Oh, the Goliaths, I think, took out 1 carriers. That's gonna be slightly a problem, but this Arbiter still have some energy, can actually do a stasis on the Ram. If we wish to, the carrier is gonna be going for the forward attack here. If Snow can take out the 330 position, the game is GG. The game's gonna be GG. We have a single raid here. If he can take out, yeah, it's going to destroy the turrets. He's got so much carriers, and Royo's got nothing. He's behind by about 50 supply. GG's going to get close. If you like this, guys, and if you're going to be cheering for these 2 players in the upcoming battles, I beg you, I urge you, what is another word I'm looking for? Some S word. Anyways, I wish that you could buy me coffee so that they can get some support from you. Some love for Namcraft would be nice. Another base gets sniped, and so Royo is officially not mining. It's officially not mining, so I guess that's gonna be a problem. Royo's gonna try to decide to do something, and GG from Royo. That's what he's decided to do. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.